What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, June the 14th. We're going to talk about American heroes and American heroes that live here in Missouri. First of all, I want to introduce you to Jeremy Amick.
Good morning.
Good to have you here, Jeremy. And
Thank
you've
you.
written a couple of books, Show Me Veterans and A Global Warrior. And then I have with us Major General HANK STRATMAN. Good
Morning,
to have
Paul.
you here,
Thank you,
Major
Paul.
General.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. Let's start. I want to talk about your life, Major, just a bit. But let's start, first of all, with Jeremy and the book, Show Me Veterans. What is this about?
That was very exciting to write, actually. That is a compilation of about 150 military veterans from throughout the state of Missouri, some well-known, some lesser-known. As we were talking kind of a little bit earlier, Stan Musial's in there, Navy veteran, World War II.
Yeah.
Joe Garagiola from the Hill.
Joe
Yogi.
Garagiola. He went on to make a good name for him. Our call to fame is my mom went to school with Joe Garagiola on the Hill. Who are some of the other ones there?
Yogi Berra. And then, of course, from out throughout the state, there's other lesser-known people. You might remember Sarge from the Beetle Bailey cartoons.
Uh-huh.
He's in that book, the gentleman Octavian Savu. When Mort Walker did the cartoon, that's who he modeled Sarge after.
I
He
didn't
was a
realize that.
Missouri veteran, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Show Me Veterans, Missouri Heroes. Where is this book available?
All over the internet, Amazon, Target, Walmart, all the online sites.
It is there. All right. Then let's talk about Major General HANK STRATMAN. Here is a book called A Global Warrior. And this book is all about you. Correct, General?
That's right, Paul. It captures my life from college days through retirement.
How did you decide to become involved with the military and make it a lifelong career?
Well, first off, when I graduated high school, Vietnam was hot, 1968, very hot, and constantly media coverage of flag-draped coffins returning from the war with deceased soldiers. It was clear to me that that's where I was headed following high school, had I not chose to go to college. And I did. I went to the local college, Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri, a historical black college. I worked my way through college, got married early, my sophomore year, had kids. And when I graduated with a degree in education and physical training, the war was winding down, 72, 73 timeframe. And I made the decision, and one of the many decisions I made in my life, which turned out to be a good one, to give the military a try. It was, I knew what was available to me in Jeff City and Missouri, Central Missouri area. I wanted to see what else was out there. And I had been the commander of the battalion at Lincoln University's ROTC program and decided to go active. I was accepted, got a commission, second lieutenant, field artillery, the king of battle, as we're well known. And so gave it a try. And as I got into the service, my first assignment was in to Europe, to Germany, of a tactical nuclear weapon system called Lance missile. I had met some very instrumental senior people that were in my life, my bosses. They impressed me, gave me a lot of responsibility, and encouraged me to make a career of it. And being challenged was what I thrived on.
From Germany, what happened then?
Well, from Germany, back to the States, there was this, the next major event was the collapse of the the major event following Germany was a lot of stateside training. I happened to be sent on a mission with the chief of the field artillery, a two-star general, John Crosby, to go to Beirut when the Marines were in Beirut being shelled by the Syrians as his aide de camp, so to speak.
You've been all over the world.
Well, that was my first taste of combat.
Yeah.
Now, we were there, and we were supposed to figure out how to give the Marines more artillery capability, and we did, the team. And then that night, the USS New Jersey was given permission to shell the Syrian headquarters and killed several Syrian generals. Came back to the States, and the next thing we know, the Beirut bombings, the barracks happened. And of course, then that convinced the leadership president to withdraw from Lebanon. So that was my first taste of combat. But the real reason I stayed in was all these great people and the challenging assignments, and the more I performed, the more responsibility was given to me, and I thrived on that.
Were you ever concerned for your life? Were you ever in a situation that you were concerned that you may not get home again?
Well, it's kind of a yes, the simple answer, but when you're in this, wearing the uniform representing the United States Armed Forces and your country, that is not a primary concern. We all know the potential's there, and I risked my life multiple times, not only in the first Gulf War, but also my tours in Bosnia, and then, of course, Afghanistan, Iraq. So, but you don't dwell on that. You just hope that your training and your leadership and your experience carries the day.
And now you've settled down.
Yes, I retired in 2006, after 33 years of service. I now live on a very nice farm in Callaway County.
All right. And if people want to read more about your story, the book is called A Global Warrior. And Jeremy, where is this available?
Again, all over the internet. I have a website, too, called MissouriAtWar.com. And in Jefferson City, it's at Downtown Book and Toy, which I think is the only surviving bookstore in that area. So.
Okay. Well, I tell you, I appreciate both of you coming by. I appreciate the service that you have done for our country. And I appreciate you getting this information out there.
Paul, can I make one more point?
Yeah.
I understand this is going to be airing on the 14th of June, which is the Army's birthday.
Yeah.
And it's also Flag Day. And I would encourage all to reflect on the meaning of the flag and the Constitution from which it outlines its real, true meaning of what patriotism is all about. And that's support and defend the Constitution, which is what your armed forces does.
I appreciate you coming by. And again, thank you. Thank you for your service. Okay? Again, if you want either one of these books, it's called The Global Warrior and Show Me Veterans, both of them written by Jeremy. They're available on the internet or from the trunk of his car, if you find it, right? Something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Pepper P, Missouri.edu. Have yourself a nice day. Bye-bye.